Hey everyone, I'm Kevin. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I want to start doing more videos where I talk about music, gear, and tutorials, but I thought I'd just give you some background in my musical journey so far. So in elementary school, in 3rd grade is where I officially started music. And I was thinking about how could I make school fun? And then I started to make these raps about education for studying, get A's every day, and basically just kind of enjoy school better and how to be successful at it into song. I would spend a couple of hours every day. I come home from school, I get an idea, I start, writing stuff down, printing it out because I thought that was professional, getting backing tracks off of iTunes and then putting it on a CD, and then I would give it to my music teacher. She would put it on like the elementary school PA type thing during different events like assemblies, 5th grade graduation. I would rap. My amazing principal, he would just hand me the mic. My music teacher would just start playing it, dropping the needle, and I would just go at it for a good like five minutes. From that point forward, I knew I wanted to do music for the rest of my life because people really enjoyed it, and I didn't expect that. I was just kind of doing it for fun, as a 3rd grader. And then in 5th grade, I picked up the upright bass because no one else picked it. My 5th grade brain being like, I'm tall, this thing's big, should be perfect. I started playing that through my whole schooling career, and I still play it to this day. I love that instrument. Being in an orchestra is something I've always wanted to do, and fortunately I've been in a couple of honors orchestras. I went to All-State one time, which is super crazy cool. Got to play with some amazing players, meet some amazing friends. It's pretty fun. The middle of 7th grade, somewhere in there, I started taking piano at this place called Intune Music Studios. And basically, it's a music studio, and they teach vocals, guitar, and piano. They still do. Being a part of the studio really taught me what being a dedicated musician really was. Just go for it. It really taught me the discipline that a musician needs, the whole classically trained aspect of it, what a key was, how the piano works, what the black keys were from the white keys. I didn't know what that meant. And the teachers, they really taught me the fundamentals of music theory, melody, harmony, how to put both hands together, phrase things differently on the keys. Really cool stuff. I still use today in my bass playing. It was super cool to be part of that studio. It was awesome. And then in 8th grade, I started to become really obsessed with this alternative rock band called Coldplay. So you take a picture of something you see. Coldplay, to me, was the reason why I picked up electric bass in the first place. Guy Berryman, amazing player. The way he plays his lines with just ease really got me hooked. I wanted to learn how to play that sound. Technique-wise, an instrument. I really didn't know what an electric bass was up until that point. Like, I knew it existed, but when I saw a guy playing it, especially with the pick, he just had the perfect attack for that band, perfect tone. He was playing on a P bass, which is why I love playing on P basses. It just had a nice, solid foundation and punch, really just playing it to its fullest potential. And then when I told my parents, they were kind of shell-shocked. Well, not shell-shocked, but this obsession came out of nowhere, and they weren't really sure if I was serious. I begged. I really wanted a bass just to get started, see if I liked it. They got me my first Squire Affinity Series P bass, because that's what Guy used. He used a precision bass. I felt like I was made for this instrument. Electric bass, that was a really good moment in my life. So I got my bass, started playing on it, and then my mom found this honors performance series. Basically, it's a summer camp. So they have a choir, an orchestra, and a band, and you submit a video audition. If you get in, you get to play at Carnegie Hall. Tour NYC, you get to see some really amazing shows. I saw Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is amazing. And you just have an overall good time, and it was really cool. I submitted an audition, middle school music. It was for middle schoolers, right up my alley. And then I got in. I was very excited, but I got into the band, the symphonic band, which was pretty cool. I had no idea they, had bass, upright bass in symphonic band. And that was a really cool experience. But to play with them is a completely different animal because it was me, another bass player. It was just two of us, 2-string instruments with a bunch of brass, winds, percussion, the whole 9 yards, right? I had to transcribe tuba music, which is really fun, and a lot more flat keys, just getting a different vibe into the band side of things. Really cool times. I got to meet some amazing people and play Carnegie Hall. Very happy I got to do it. It was super cool. So in that same summer, right when I got back, my mom found this thing called School of Rock. I had no idea what it was. So basically, in a nutshell, School of Rock, a music school. You can take lessons in guitar, bass, drums, vocals, keys, but there's also a performance program. But most importantly, it introduced me to a new genre, rock music. Playing aggressively with a pick, with your fingers aggressively, and really just not taking the instrument lightly. So at this point, back to Intune, they had their own band called Ignite. It was a really cool band. We had a groove to it. It was really sweet. We played many shows. That combined with School of Rock really gave me first glance on being a working musician. Knowing your music and knowing how to play your instrument is about 10% of it. You need to learn how to set up your gear, break down your gear, change your strings, which I learned the hard way. What time setup time is, because setup time is different from the performance time. Bass maintenance, making sure your gear is in tip-top shape at all times. So after that summer, I started 9th grade. Freshman year, the school that I'm going to is a performing arts school, which makes it that much more difficult to stand out. Now you're in a building where everyone has something going on. Everyone has a show, because freshman year, nobody knows who you are. So at that point, I realized I needed to figure out a way to break through this crowd of amazing, crazy talented people. So our school, right outside of the cafeteria, we have this little amphitheater type thing. During lunch shifts, you can go out, perform. But it was just a really cool way for people to express their talents where everybody's there. So I thought, what if I got my drummer friend from Intune and we do a cool little bass drum thing and kind of just have fun with it and see what happens. And people really seemed to enjoy it. It was a lot of fun working with my friend Caleb, and then the unthinkable happened. The word got out, and the next thing I know, I was fortunate enough to meet this amazing musician named Nicoletta. I joined this band called Let Go. I got to play with some of the most amazing musicians in the area, and it was just a really cool time to be in an actual band that played original music and something that I could be a part of to make this band as successful as possible. I was very fortunate to be in this band, especially for freshman year, because it kind of hit me and I was just like, whoa, I'm in this really cool band, and they sounded really good, and they were looking for a bass player, and I was like, yeah, heck yeah, I'll do it. So naturally, I had to step my game up if I was gonna compete with these guys. So, because the first rehearsal is everything. If you're the new guy, you're here for a reason. They played with each other, so I was just another, random person coming in. Of course, I wanted to play the best I can, but add instead of take away. I wanted to make sure that I was in tip-top shape before I stepped foot in that rehearsal space. First rehearsal was great. People were nice. Nicoletta really helped me out and kind of jump-started my whole music career. Doing these shows, which was amazing, and I'm forever grateful for that experience over the couple of years that we've been together. And we played some good shows here and there. The lineup changed a little bit. It still sounded like the Let Go. It was amazing. So the next year really consisted of me being in my main bands, but then also doing a couple side jobs in and out of my school. For example, I was in the pit for Hairspray. And also, upright bass was still a big part of my life. We sounded really good. I didn't expect my musical career to come up to this point, and then the unthinkable happened. I got the opportunity of a lifetime to tour and gig with this amazing person named Tyler Plazio. And playing with Tyler, it was really fun, and I was really getting into, rock, pop punk, indie, and basically this outfit was all of those kind of in one. Gigging and the whole touring thing, and it was amazing. It was an amazing experience, and I thank him for allowing me to be a part of a small part of his journey, because he's gonna do amazing things in the future. Him and Jacob, just really amazing drummer. Us three from the first rehearsal, we really gelled right away. So after Mamma Mia at our school ended, did a release show for his latest EP at the time, Nervous Feelings. We went on tour that spring. So while I'm touring with Tyler and Jacob, Nicoletta's already planning a tour for the Let Go in the summer, and then I find out Tyler's going on another tour in the summer. I got to go on 3 tours in the span of 4 months while getting paid for it That was just the cherry on top. Like, I didn't expect all that. So now I'm in my junior year in one band because Tyler and Nick are doing their own thing in college. True 111 is starting to ramp things up, really just putting our name out there as a solid rock band, and also making our own music in the process. Then we did some more good shows here and there, and then I got us a gig at this place called CMC, aka Contemporary Music Center, aka 4410. And I called it the show of the season. And that gig was amazing. And I'm really excited and looking forward to making more videos. It's something I've always wanted to do for a while. So I just want to thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for a new cover next week, and I'll see you guys later.